Streaming, streaming. Ha! I know Keisha don't like it. I said, I know Keisha don't like it. But baby, I remixed that. Oh, yes. Man, I must be streaming, streaming. Y'all see that? Man, I must be streaming. Ha! Yes, superstars. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm in the building. I sure am. Happy Friday. Straight like that. Don't ask me for directions. No. No. Hit the like button. I say don't ask me for directions to the bank. Because I'm going to tell you, go straight like that. Every single time, this is press occur. And every single time. Shout out to that. Ooh. Ooh, I need that air. I need that air. So, hold on. You know, somebody be like, that's the vibes my grandma always used to give. When I was a kid, go to the door like, you call me, sit down. What we finna discuss? Yes. Stars. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I sure the hell am. I meant to get up earlier. I did. Truth is, I meant to get up way earlier to stream with y'all. Period. So if you see me in the wee hours, you ain't gotta say to yourself, what the hell is she doing up? Because I already told you. Yeah, nah, truth is, I just already told you. Mm. And like I told y'all yesterday, and like I was telling y'all yesterday, um, it's the summertime. It's summertime. So, you know, hours are changing. Hello. It just is what it is. Hours gonna change in the summertime. Duh. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, that duh was kind of for me a little bit, because like it is what it is. I gotta make some adjustments. And it's pretty easy for me because I had this conversation. I had a conversation with my children a long time ago. I remember. And I was just trying to explain to them, hold on, that box done popped open. Oh Lord, somebody didn't tape. I tape that better. I wonder what my tape is. Anyway, I was explaining to my children that, um, things just like schedules and routines and stuff like that, they always changing, they just are. And so like, yeah, I guess like ever since that conversation, well, I think because of that conversation, um, yeah, I was telling them, you just right, okay, for instance, good example. The school year, you know what I'm saying? The school year is a great example. Uh, except for the kids who go year round, because I know kids who go year round, but that's another story for another day. But still, this, take the school year as an example. That's a good example. Like, yes, the summertime is coming up. Yes, you can prepare for it, but it just is what it is. It's an dramatic, I would say, change, you know what I'm saying, to your schedule, to your routines, your everyday life. And yeah, and that's how life is for real to me. So being nobody else's. I feel like, things are always changing. And you gotta be able to get with that. You know what I'm saying? Effectively. It just is what it is. Either you gonna get with that or it's gonna get with you. One of the two, you know. So I think ever since that conversation, I'm just quick to just like, oh well. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And really, 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 really heavy on the really quick to make adjustments now. It just is what it is. It's just yeah, which wasn't that hard anyway because I already told y'all. My show, if I'm gonna run it and when I'm gonna run it, which is a podcast that I do here on YouTube. Hit the like button. Well, we talk all things celebrity gossip, trending topics, and news. Some news heavy on the celebrity gossip. It runs from 12. It can run from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. You know, so that is flexible. You know what I'm saying? And since it's so flexible, here we are. Here we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm between them hours. So shout out to that. I like that. It just is what it is. I like that. It gave me, what I'm saying, way more flexibility within my schedule and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Um Now, granted, I do feel like it's something that my audience, what I'm saying, something hard that I think it's something that my audience will have to get used to, of course. But for me, it is what it is. A smooth sailing. For real, I meant to get up a little bit earlier so I could stream with y'all a little bit longer. Now, this is the thing. I always plan on streaming for real. No cap. Um, like I be ready. saying? I do. I be ready. Shoot, it just is what it is. But then, something always happens where I don't get the stream for real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't gonna say I be ready. I don't. I be ready. Like mentally, but physically, I don't necessarily be prepared. You know what I'm saying? And like just ready to stream. It is what it is. Maybe I just gotta put way more thought into that part of the program. I was like, well, I should say, child, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I meant to be on here with y'all earlier. Excuse me. The goal was to come earlier so I could stay longer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's summertime. So, I'm gonna have to dip. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I got to dip. Um, you know, so it is what it is. That's what's going on with me, Poopa Stars, on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. And like I said, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. So, shout out to that. I just wanna take that in. Take that in. Everybody take that in. It's a beautiful Friday morning. And hopefully it is for everybody. I know people be going through stuff. Oh, and I know the feeling. I hate going through stuff. If you're going through something, oh, shout out to you. Special, special, special shout out to you. You gonna get through it. You know. Um, and I listen. I don't. Like I'm not trying to take away, from like what that thing is, honestly. Sometimes people don't even want to hear that they're gonna get through it. Um, but you will. I can honestly say, you will. Um, and yeah. Shout out to just breath. Because sometimes people can't think of much else, to be happy for. So just like Didi said, oh, go ahead, mommy, breathe again. Go ahead, mommy, breathe again. It's my shit. I love when he said that. I love when he said that, okay? It was just something cocky and messy as hell, okay, about the way he said that. It just is what it is. I love it. Um, Not trying to think. Trying to think of what else I want to tell y'all. I already told y'all it's your girl Shay Renee, right? It's your girl Shay Renee, and I want to welcome everybody back to my channel, back to a new shot, and back to the end, baby. I know that's right. We did that. Don't ask me about it when it's already done. I think that's how mamas feel about dinner on the cool. Yeah, the truth is. So that's the very already done. But anyway, thank the Lord, just for breath. I ain't lying though. Can I go back to that for a second? Oh, 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 oh. And the tears, they will fill up in the wells of my eyes. Oh, when I be thinking about the goodness of the Lord. Oh, ain't he good? Ain't he good? Won't he do it? Won't he come through like that? Man, God is like that. I don't know who need to hear that, but he really like that. Man, listen. But like, yeah, 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 yeah. And with that being said, I guess we can go ahead, okay, and start to most some of these topics done. Okay, some of today's headlines. Now, I will say this, cause I gotta. Um, the hell was I finna tell y'all? Trying to forget. I know. Uh, uh, Today's headlines. We're gonna be talking about Trim, the young girl Trim. Kicking up a little dust. Yeah, Trim is kicking up a little dust, baby. It is what it is. Looking back, calling back Dusties. And so we gotta talk about that today. It just is what it is. And shout out to her, shout out to that. Cause I just told y'all like Trim ain't really on my radar like that. Trim ain't really been on my radar like that. But she on y'all radar. So y'all didn't put her on mine. Okay. It just is what it is. Shout out to that. Shout out to her. Yeah, now it is what it is. I guess her career or whatever you want to call it, baby, it's starting to pick up speed. Yeah, now it's just starting to pick up speed. Like a runner. So shout out to her, shout out to that. We're gonna be talking about that today. What else I'm gonna get into today for real? We'll talk about Tia. Yeah, now I'm circling the block. I'm gonna circle the block on the matter of fact, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna circle the block. Never mind. I'm gonna circle the block on Tia Kemp and Tokyo Tony's. La. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it. Cause it's like we're gonna be talking about that. We're also gonna talk about Go Yayo and Sauce. Never ending song. That's like a never ending song. Truth is. We'll be talking about that today. And what else? Excuse me, that's it for right now. Hit the like button if any of them topics are going to interest you. Okay. Period. Um, where I want to start. I guess I'll start with Go Yayo and Sauce Walker. The Go Yayo and Sauce Walker stuff is like I don't know, it's just like funny to me. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Yeah, no, truth is LMAO. Period. But let me tell you something. Both of them are entertaining, but that Go Yayo. That Go Yayo is funny AF. Okay. Yeah, now truth is his butt is funny. No pun intended. He just funny, y'all. It is what it is. He is funny to me. He is. His ass is funny. You know how y'all know how excuse me, it's like I can't explain it, but you know how you get up, you know, you feel up, but then you know what I'm saying, you feel tired. I just got that feeling. It is what it is. But anyway, uh yeah, it's funny. For real. He is. You know how a lot of people feel like finesse is funny, which finesse is funny, but go yeah, your ass is too. He is. Uh, whatever finesse got going on, go yeah, you need to have it going on too. It just is what it is. Especially if he about to sign for some time. Ooh. Um, cause he's funny, John. It is what it is. He be having me laughing. And so, uh, hold on, y'all. I gotta put y'all on a brief hold right quick. Shout out to that. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button up. Oh, I feel sleepy. I do. I feel a little sleepy. And guess what? I don't want nothing. I told y'all I really don't. You know, I really don't, but I will. So that's that. I probably is gonna go get me some coffee. Cause I need to wake up, easy. I definitely need to wake up. So anyway, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Y'all hold that thought. Hold that. Give me that. I don't know why my stuff keep doing that. Let me see. I sure turned around to see if it was gonna do it, and it did. I know one day will be. Oh shoot. It's fine tripping. I just needed to get right, like Jesus said. Yeah. What it is. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I know. See, you just come on now. I ain't got time for all of that. Huh? Hold on, I'll be back. See me now, whoa, 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 yeah. Living my dreams, cause that's all I know. Keeping my head up everywhere I go. Making my cash, baby, that's for sure. Hey, because I'm platinum in the Euro. I know that's right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all was all in the back of my head, is it right? Because I sure like, so, the bad. Shout out, let me say something. I'm almost sure I am. TA. TF. I don't like what? No. Absolutely not. Okay? It's about what I think. I. Miss President Girl. That come before a while. I come before a while. That's crazy, right? Work. It's crazy work. It's hot. Anyway, I know I just get hot instantly. Golly, like they say, cooked. But anyway, um, listen, go Yayo is like not feeling sauce right now. He not feeling brazy. Uh, yeah, okay. Basically, he says if we beefing, it's forever. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. That's what he said. Which we didn't heard that one before. And listen, you know what I'm saying? Personally, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, um, personally, I feel like it's it's one of those things that comes with life. Uh, beef, dramas, bumping heads with folks, you know, clashing of personalities. All of that. I put that all in the same like little small box. And like it's all the same to me. And like some stuff, it's really a forever thing, you know. Some stuff ain't. Some stuff is. And so when it comes to what Galileo is saying, I understand what he's saying because he basically saying that he wasn't feeling brazy and sauce, getting into it and making right back up. And he was like, "That's friendly, they friendly." He was like, basically, that's what they want to do with me. That's what he was saying. He said basically that's what Sauce want to do him. You know what I'm saying? He said if he'll do it, Sauce will be down. I really don't know. You know, well he said he said wanted. So I think he thinking or speaking on past tense because right now I gotta keep it real. He been having a lot to say lately. Yeah, like like my good Capricorn brother said. And with that being said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff is just you can't come back from it. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's just move forward, however that looks for us now. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's one of them situations. Yeah, now truth is, yeah, might be onto something. Maybe when him and Silas first got into it, they were able to bring it back. But right now, at this time in particular, like, nah, I think it's weird for everybody all across the globe. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Truth is. Um, but I also think that I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I also think that like Yayo is just really in a weird space right now. Yeah, now truth is he is because he been doing a lot of crashing out online, and then he jumped online and said he been doing a lot of he's been in jail all his life. Yeah, all my life, like Ladar said, and shoot, he claiming that they offering him 10 years now. So I'm like, okay, that's enough to drive anybody cuckoo. Like, yeah, period. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. You know. So he has my thoughts. He has my prayers. You know, it is what it is. Cause like, yeah, I said that'll do it. I said that'll MNF and do it. It just is what it is. So, you know, uh, paying attention to Go Yeah Yeah right now, but not really paying attention to Go Yeah Yeah right now. If that makes sense. Yeah. Now the truth is, because it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are going through something, like they get a. I'm not gonna say they get a pass, but you be like, oh, okay, da 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 is going on with him. You know, it is what it is. Like um, and now it makes sense why he was saying the other day that if he can't have no rap career, can't nobody have one. Now that makes sense too. But I ain't got that much time, y'all. I ain't gonna have that much time. So anyway, let's continue. I know I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm gonna get it together though. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get it together. Period. Like, and y'all should know that. Yeah, no, truth is. Now I will say this. Y'all know when it comes to me, I can take my time. Yeah, I sure can. It is what it is. Cause you know, I tell you, it's just something about that walking and chewing bubblegum for me. You know, I don't know. I think I'm easily distracted or something. Yeah, nah, truth is, I get to looking around and shit. So for me, I'm always looking for balance. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm always searching for balance. So, um, with that being said, child, it is what it is. I'm gonna get right. Period, like Jesus said. But so anyway, that's what's going on with Go Yeah Yeah at South Walker. Okay, it is what it is. Go Yeah Yeah. He been kind of on one. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I gotta keep it real. He kind of been like, you know, I would say. Even Brazy, I guess he tripping with Brazy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, I don't, whole nother story for a whole nother day. Okay, it is what it is. We continue that. Because I can kind of go on and on and on and on about this little hood uh opera. That's what it reminds me of, like a little hood soap opera, child. But I just feel like uh I just feel like life is taking Go Yeah Yeah through there right now. Does that make sense? Yeah, nah, it's taking him through there. So like, you know, um, I guess I can kind of sympathize with that. Yeah, nah, you know, because sometimes when life be getting on your ass, it will cause you to get on the other side. You know what I'm saying? For real, in a real way. No, just in a real way. So anyway, shout out to everybody that I was just talking about in that story, wishing them all well. But anyway, let's continue. And then after that, Tia Kim. And Tokyo Tony continues. Now, I think I was talking to y'all about this yesterday, or I don't know. Big goulash. Yeah, now truth is, it's like I'm running together. Yeah. It's just mumbo jumbo ish. So anyway, um, but I did see Tokyo Tony yesterday. She slid down my timeline real quick. I said, ugh. I said, okay, this gonna be good. So I was sitting there looking at my phone just like that. Listen to Tokyo Tony talk. They talk to me, okay? And she was basically saying like, she was just saying like where, like she was saying like the beef is kind of like one sided. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was kind of saying. She was like who's like where did this start? Because this is the thing. I seen this is why I want to talk about it. Because I seen people in the comments saying that Tokyo Tony started it. Tokyo Tony didn't start it to me. Yeah, now the truth is I don't know who's gonna finish it, but I don't think Tokyo started it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now the truth is y'all know I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere to get the M and F and T. Period. And I come back with it. Like that. Straight like that. And you know what I'm saying? Truth is, no. I was there when this shit started. Tia Kemp, I never forget. And rightfully so. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I depending on who you ask, you know what I'm saying? Tia Kemp checked Tokyo Tony for the stuff that she was saying about Black China online, Tokyo Tony. Girl, you was talking about doing your daughter in. Yeah. Now. Oh shit. Had everybody talking about what's going on. Hell. Like Marvin. Tokyo Tony was talking outside of her body. It is what it is. And I guess, right, she ain't got no real friends. Yeah, now truth is. Cause like it is what it is. She ain't got no real friends. She didn't have nobody to like just tell her like, Tokyo, that's a mess. It is what it is. So her industry partner, which is Tia Kim, aka Tia Kim, she just tried to tell her, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tokyo, you dead wrong. Yeah, now you're wrong, Miss Present Girl. And I take it a step further. Get offline with it, BS. You know what I'm saying? Talk about your baby like that. Disrespect your only child like that. Like, listen, you know, you going too far. You know what I'm saying? Like the man said on Shout, it's like, man, take me, girl. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Now I think Tokyo Tony wasn't feeling that. It is what it is. She didn't like being chastised. She didn't like being embarrassed. And so, she got mad. You know what I'm saying? I specifically recall her getting mad. Then I remember Tia Kim responding, "Girl, fuck yeah," type ish. Now I ain't gonna say this exactly what she said, but like that was definitely like the energy that she got. The hell, like you know. And she was also on some, like, when you see me, it's plenty of space and opportunity. In other words, it just got ugly. Yeah, like Nicki Minaj said, shit gonna get ugly. Yeah, boy. It did. It is what it is. It got ugly. Okay, truth is, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. For real, hit my like button. Cause sometimes y'all be getting real disrespectful with the like button. Like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But like, yeah. So to me, okay, and my humble personal opinion, okay, period. Tia Kim started the drama between her and Tokyo Tani. It just is what it is. She started it, you know, because that's the thing. When you say something to somebody, you cannot, and I'm learning this slowly but surely. When you say stuff to people, you can't control their response. When you do stuff to people, you damn sure can't control whatever they're gonna do back. You know. So with that being said, I think that's just one of them things. Yeah, like Monica said, it's just one of them things. Yeah. Or whatever she has said. You see? Because yeah, now stuff went left. Yeah, now to the left, to the left. Same spot Beyonce had put all the things in the box. Period. On whatnot. And so yeah, it is what it is. For everybody that might be confused, let's fix that. Yeah, now let's get right, like Jesus said. Tia Kim started it. It just is what it is. Right, wrong, indifferent. She started it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Tokyo Toni was minding her Marvin Gaye type business. You know, it just is what it is. Yeah. She was minding her own, you know. A little bit of her daughters too, but you know what I'm saying? And like Tia came messing with her. It just is what it is. Let's call a thing a thing. Even though Tia was right, she started it. You know what I'm saying? She started it. And then too, depending on who you ask, because personally, me, I thought that Tia should have like reached out. Not that she owed her that though. She didn't owe Tokyo Toni that. You know, and honestly, I think Tokyo Toni would have received it better. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. Because, you know, some people, I hate, this is the thing. See, some people, no matter how you say it, how you come, they going to flip out. And honestly, I think Tokyo might have flipped out regardless. But I don't think it'll be all of this. You know what I'm saying? All of this that it is now. Because it's getting kind of ugly now. You know, and you know, listen, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Who got this booking going on? I don't care how much these two, you know, get busy, so to speak. They're older, and I feel like they got the time on their hands. Yeah, it just is what it is. Like Mary J. Blige said, since you've been on Playboy. Or whatnot. And so like, ooh, you know, this uh, it might get real ugly, you know what I'm saying? And these folks might start, you know, getting the getting it just is what it is. I think they're gonna get on the sergeants. and whoever else taking answer phones down there, nerves. Yeah. Truth is, y'all. But yeah, so that's how I feel about. I mean, so that's what's going on with Tokyo Tony and Tia Kemp right now. I think a lot of people might be a little confused. They think Tokyo started it. Tokyo didn't start it. I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it. But to me, what Tokyo did wasn't starting it. Tia Kemp started with her, you know, and now it just is what it is. Now, they are what they are with it. And it's ugly. Okay, it is what it is. It's getting kind of ugly. I really hope they chill out though. Yeah, now truth is, even if a judge got to make them chill out, I hope they find some type of common ground. Truth is, it is what it is. Speaking of chilling out, I told y'all, I don't know when I told y'all that. Was it last week? I think it was last week. I told y'all I think Tasha K might be chilling out. And if that is the case, shout out to her and shout out to that. I'm gonna tell you like this with Tasha K, you just never know. Ooh, baby, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Cause but I honestly think that like I found a last straw. Yeah, nah, the last M&F and straw. For real, for real. So anyway, we're gonna have to like y'all know y'all know I'm zoomed in and I'm tuned in. Period. I ain't going nowhere. So shout out to that. Still here, there, everywhere to get the tea. And I'm sitting, okay, pretty much. I'm over there. So shout out to that. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. What else is going on? Um, what else is going on these internet streets? Oh, last but not least, Trim. Miss Trim. Shout out to Trim. Cause like again, I don't know much about Trim. I know that her song Coconut Water was trending. Shout out to her and shout out to that. It was trending last week. Child, but not Akbar. Child, not Akbar V. I ain't mad at it. Akbar V got in front of that thing like a stop sign. Yeah, for real. Because Trim was trending last week. And I know she was trending last week because I heard kids singing her song. It is what it is. Children was singing Coconut Water last week. And so, Agua V dropped her little whatever you want to call that. Uh, and remixed it or whatever. She smacked it up, flipped it, and rubbed it down. And start calling her Fiji water. So Aqua V stuff started trending too. And I don't know, child. It seemed like she got in front of that. It just is what it is. Shit. I said, wow, okay. That was bold. Uh 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 it is what it is. Like I said it. Listen, that's what hip hop need. That's what hip hop want. The heads anyway, the hip hop head. Cause I'm tell you like this, I just like that type of stuff. I tell y'all that all the time. If I was rapping, I'm rapping on everything. Oh shit. When I say everything, I mean everything. I even want your local ice cream man. I want to know what his beat is, cause I'm getting on that too. Okay, so shout out to that. Yeah, shout out to that. Like, nah, he be coming through. You singing my shit. Yeah, you walking up getting ice cream, singing my shit. Okay, so shout out to that. But it just is what it is. I feel like if you're in a rap game, act like it. You know what I'm saying? Period. I love when Lotto said, get in the booth. What we doing? Stop all that. Cause I ain't buying what you're selling. Think I'm the I know it now. But anyway, and speaking of Lotto, shout out to Lotto too. I hope she's doing well. I really do. Yeah, now truth is, because let me tell you something. That postpartum is so easy to get into, hard to get out. Lord have mercy, it's hard to get out. Yeah, I said jump in the car, Jack Jack. Jack Jack be having his foot on the gas for sure. So shout out to everybody and anybody that might be going through postpartum right now. Like, you got this. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you got this. So anyway, but yeah, Lotto, shout out to Lotto. Because I'm not saying that she has postpartum, but what I am saying is, sometimes people don't necessarily get to enjoy their bundle. You know what I'm saying? When it's a bunch of BS going on, you know. And so, with that being said, Lotto is one of them moms, right? I feel like it's a lot going on. Truth is, I feel like she hasn't even really been able to focus on her focus because it's a lot going on. And I don't know. Listen, you can look at that one or two ways. You know what I'm saying? Because in one instance, you know, I could see how the backlash, you know what I'm saying, and all the chirping, you know what I'm saying, and the outside opinions and stuff like that could be, hard for a young mother. I mean, hard for a new mother experiencing a whole lot of different emotions that they never experienced before in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And just is what it is. On one note, you can look at it like that. But then on another note, you can also look at it like, it was planned, it was thought about, you know what I'm saying? She's something that she possibly could have prepared for, you know what I'm saying? And, it is what it is because seemingly she, her and her team, because I take it a step further too. Lotto been chilling. She been out for the scene. To me, she pretty much had what publicly seemed like a peaceful pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now maybe it wasn't well thought out when we'll get all of this drama. You know what I'm saying? Trending. You know what I'm saying? Surrounding hold on, y'all, real quick. But yeah, shout out to Lotto though. That's my girl. My good Capricorn sis, should I say. But like, yeah, I will say it all seems thought out, planned for, prepared, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully she good. Now I will say this. Um, hopefully it's executed. Yeah, now hopefully the planning and all of that works because, you know, um I just hope it works. Period. Matter of fact, shout out to Lotto because I believe her project drops today, which I'm gonna get into. I'm definitely gonna get into yeah. It's the 29th. She been promoting that the 29th. So shout out to her. Shout out to that. I don't know if that was the best time to push her album. In fact, well, Okay, I see where they was going. Never mind. Cause I listen, this is the thing. I see where they was going with it. But nah. Mm. Listen, I see where they was going with it, right? They was trying to get a whole lot of buzz around the album. Well, Lotto having 21 Savage's baby is allegedly is definitely gonna get the buzz that they needed around the album. But at the same time, to me, they wasn't thinking about the new mother that much. It just is what it is. But hopefully they are now. Hopefully somebody, they locked in with Lotto and she good. But personally, if I was on her team, we would have pushed it back till June the 29th. Yeah, now truth is June the 29th, drop the album. And even and then I'll take it a step further. Even in June, right, we can announce that the baby is here. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to announce that her baby was here in May. She could have announced it in June. She could have just pushed everything back 1 month. You know what I'm saying? Just for, for her. And honestly speaking, from a woman's perspective, that ain't even that much time, But to me, it possibly would have been a little bit better than what she got going. But it is what it is. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, she dropped the baby in April. Sometime. Maybe she had her baby in April. So maybe they did give her a little time. I don't know. I forget when Mother's Day was, but on Mother's Day, remember Lotto threw an event and she was like, I'm not able to be there. And in the background, you could hear a little baby. You could definitely hear a little baby. And she said it. She said something about it being her first Mother's Day, and it being special to her, whatnot, whatnot. So, with that being said, I definitely think Mother's Day was the 10th. Yeah, maybe they did plan a little better. Maybe, just maybe she had already had the baby for a while. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her team, and that. But yeah, shout out to Lotto. I'm definitely getting into that project. We're definitely gonna get into that project. Now, anyway, what else is going on these internet streets? Trim, the new rap girl Trim. Like I said, I don't know who Trim is yet. She was trending last week. And just lately she been trending. Trim. Shout out to Trim. Cause like, yeah, this is my thing. When if I don't know you, I feel like you just gotta keep working. You know what I'm saying? Because I be basically knowing who everybody is. Why? Because I'm here, there, I'm everywhere to get the tea. And it's hard to miss me. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I was just like, okay, I'm hearing about Trim. I'm hearing about it, but I wanted to just keep working so she can really come across my desk. You know what I'm saying? And so, listen, here we are. She finally did. It is what it is. She didn't slung enough chalk, to get up here up on my desk. So it is what it is. Shout out, son. Shout out to that. Like I said, I don't know much about Trim at all. I'm gonna have to do my research a little bit. But I do just want to say this about her. Um, I don't know. Miss Preston Curl got a lot going on. Late night. Uh, like Tyrese had said, because child, not trimmed and disrespected the old heads in hip hop. I said, now come on. I said, now come on now. Listen, I don't know. I really don't know. I will say this, I think it's working for her though. Yeah, now these are little disrespectful answers that she giving because allegedly, see, this is the thing. Trim is handling her newfound success the way I said rap girls should. Yeah, now it is what it is. That's why I want to talk about her. And that's why I want to go ahead and dig in on this subject. Because I told y'all a long time ago when Erica Banks and Nicki Minaj had fell out, I was explaining to the rap girls that, like, to me, you're all going to get those questions. Who you're inspired by, who you want to work with. Listen, I'm inspired by so many people, but as a new artist, a new female artist, I would prefer them not say Nicki Minaj, not say Cardi B. It just is what it is. You don't want to come in talking about your inspiration for either one of them. It just is what it is. Because the internet is going to hold on to that and ride it like a wild bull. Okay? It just is what it is. Like that will follow you forever. So, to me, in my most honest personal opinion, no matter how much you like Nicki Minaj, no matter how much you like Cardi B, to me, as a new artist, you don't dare speak on any of that. Any of that. You don't speak on being inspired by them. You don't speak on wanting to work with them. Okay? You just don't. If you're a new artist, your focus should be you. The fuck? You know? Like, to hell, and I mean this respectfully too. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way at all. But I'm for real. Like, to hell with everybody who came before you. It's your time now. Ain't it? I mean, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? So when it's your time to shine, man, the focus should be on you. Period. You know. And I just feel like as a new artist, that's the wrong move to make. And I said that years ago. Yeah. Fact check me. Years ago. Okay. And I believe that's how you stand on business. That's how you keep all the drama down. That's how you keep all the bickering down, all the gossip down. Keep your head down and focus on your focus. You know what I'm saying? By letting them interviewers know off the rip. Listen, it's all about me. Yeah, you gotta walk up in there and get your Maya on. Period, Miss Preston Girl. And I always say, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? If you own your J, the phone calls gonna be calling. They gonna be wanting to work with you. Fact check me. It is what it is. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you do what you're supposed to be doing, man, they gonna be calling for you. Cardi gonna be calling for you. Nicki Minaj gonna be calling for you. Doechii gonna be calling for you. Megan Thee Stallion gonna pick up the phone for you. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, and I never talked about it then, but you know, after that, you got options. You know what I'm saying? Now you got some things that you need to decide. Cause I don't know. Cause that's another thing. You work with one, you might close the door to another. Again, though, focus on your focus. You know what I'm saying? And so Trim is letting it be known that, like, listen, I'm not worried about none of them girls. Yeah, nah, truth is. Allegedly, that's what she said in a recent interview. She said allegedly she told them, Hold on, let me see. Let me get this right. And then I'm gonna have to go, y'all. Truth is I'm gonna have to dip. Cause I got some things I wanna do today. I mean it is what it is. The kids are out of school. I gotta get right, like Jesus said. So shout out to that. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick. Let me listen to the clip real quick. Hold on. Okay. She said she don't have no hip hop heroes. She said she don't have no wish list no more. Her people she want to work with, no, she don't have that. She don't have no hip hop heroes. She said she liked Michael Jackson if he was still here, and she was basically saying that you know basically hip hop's old heads. Yeah, she said they should just do like UFC fighters, the ones getting their ass whooped or whatnot, and go on tap out. Yeah, go on tap out. She said, go get get your CDLs. Lord forgive me, but for real, you know what I'm saying? She was like, before y'all be washed up. Now I will say this. I'm like, okay, Trim, if you wanted to ruffle for some feathers, you got it. You know what I'm saying? I will say this, you got it. And I was just listening to a little clip that she said, honestly, if I'm being real, it seems like she's a younger artist, right? And she just focused on being in that younger space. That's what it sounds like. Because they was asking her people that she wanted to work with and stuff like that. And she named women that are from in her age group, she said. You know what I'm saying? And then she allegedly spoke on artists getting older and basically like knowing when to quit and not, being washed up, so to speak. Now, I would say this, like I said, if she want to ruffle some feathers, she definitely did it with that one. Listen, I just feel like hip hop is. I think it's unfortunate that people feel like you should stop rapping. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Yeah, no, truth is, um, I also think that it's weird too, though. Sometimes when people stay in the same space, you know, so it's almost like a grandpa dressing like his grandbaby. You know, at some point, it's like, Papa, you got to find your own style. You know, and you know, go at your own speed. And you know, at some point, Jordans and stuff, they just a little too fast for you, ain't they, Papa? I'm just saying. You know, truth is, you know, and listen, it's not knocking anybody that do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, some of these older people, you know what I'm saying, they put it on, you know. But at the same time though, I definitely think that style is supposed I think it's supposed to evolve, if that makes sense. This is me, this is my thoughts, my personal opinions on it. And so you know, same thing when it comes to hip hop. I don't think that rappers have to quit rapping. I think they just have to evolve with their age. This is what it is, bottom line. Um, now I don't know if it can be that well. Listen, I don't know who can execute that. One person comes to mind and only one. That's crazy. LL Cool J. But LL Cool J was definitely able to evolve over time. You know what I'm saying? To where his music still fitted him, his style, his age, his I don't know, not image. That's not what I'm looking for. But you know, like his catalog, you know what I'm saying? Like what it's always been. You know, over time he was able to complement what he had already did. And I think that like that's what music is about. You know what I'm saying? Now when they stop, I'm not mad at them for stopping. You know, but when they keep going, I'm not mad at that either. So, like for instance, Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like Juvenile is too old to be rapping. You know, I feel like his new music evolved. You know what I'm saying? Like his sound grew with him as an artist. You know, and I think it speaks to where he is now, personally. But when I hear his music, it don't feel like he's stuck. You know what I'm saying? In 400 degree Jeezy mode, it don't. You know, juvie mode. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think that if I'm being real, you know, I just think that it was just a comment that ruffled feathers. You know, I think it wasn't that well thought out. But I will say this: it definitely seemed like it came from a younger person. You know what I'm saying? Because it just is what it is. Young people tend to say crazy stuff sometimes. Listen, every age group tends to say crazy stuff sometimes, but young people, you know, sometimes when they get in their feelings, because one of the first things they would do is what, call somebody what? Old. You know what I'm saying? And now I guess washed is their new thing. But child, girl, focus on your focus. That's what I would say. And keep slanging your child because yeah, shout out to Trim. She is you know, not only making music, but she is you know, making people know it, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because I say that all the time. Well, make me know it then. You know what I'm saying? She making people know who she is. So anyway, shout out to her, shout out to that. But like, no, I don't agree with what she was saying. Um, it just is what it is. I don't agree with what she was saying, especially when she used LeBron. Like LeBron is balling so hard right now. He's nothing even similar to, being washed up. So like, I don't know. I understand. I understood what she was saying 100%, but that's just not gonna be the case for everybody. Yeah, now truth is, and I'll take it a step further. If she called herself tripping with Nicki Minaj, in my hearts of our hearts, that's definitely not gonna be the case for Nicki. Now, I will say this: I understood what Trim was saying because I do be saying sometimes that it do be seeming like some artists, right, that their greatest hits are behind them. You know what I'm saying? Versus in front. So I kind of understood what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. But I feel like if your heart is still in the music, see, that's what she was saying too, though. She was saying, just basically get out the game before you start dropping music that your heart isn't into, you know? And it just be like, kind of damaging, you know what I'm saying, to your catalog. Just leave, you know what I'm saying? Gracefully. Bow out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? I understood what she was saying, but I also think, that is, the youngster inside of her, tripping with the old heads. It just is what it is. I definitely think she's tripping with the old heads, y'all. Let's call a thing a thing. Mhm. So anyway, I will say this though, Trim, just work on you, work on yourself. Keep it like get in the booth. Okay, like Lotto said, get in the booth, stay in the booth, because like you just now get started. Yeah, like Cardi B said, y'all just started. It was so funny to me when she said that. Oh, I get a kick out of that. I just love that song anyway. She was popping it. You know what I'm saying? She was popping it. And if you ask me, she did not let Jay-Z down in any way. Okay, at all. But yeah, I would just say, focus on your focus, keep doing you, because you want to have some longevity, right? I mean, eventually you want to be kicked off the scene, right? With a little gangster lean. I mean, eventually you want the kids to be telling you it's time for you to move. I mean, get out of the way. Period. Like Luda, right? So like, don't take your focus off of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to like acknowledge the hype, but don't get caught up by it. You know what I'm saying? I would say. Because at this point, though, the very same people that she is like offending, she trying to get to where they are. Like, let's call a thing a thing. You know, they have what you want though now. You know what I'm saying? So focus on that. Okay, let's focus on that. Because there's so many people who don't make it there, right? You know that. You know, it's so many people who, I mean, it just is what it is. Speaking of LeBron, if you really pay attention to it, it's not that many LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? In other words, it's only so many star players on the team. Everybody else, they just got a jersey on. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying, it's not that many stars in hip hop either. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So make sure you focusing on your focus. Now, before I get out of here, y'all make sure I hit the like button. But I wanted to give advice. I want to give my advice to anybody who might be thinking about becoming a content creator, a streamer, or doing anything online. I'll tell you this. Do it. Okay, do it. Because you can. But come at it with an open mind and just know that you got work to do. Okay? Just is what it is. But personally, I would tell you, try not to stress out. Make it fun. Okay? But yeah, if you want to do it. Because Philippians 4:13 says that we can do things through Christ. All of them. Not some, not half, not a little bit. All. Okay, so shout out to that. And shout out to everybody who came through today. Happy Friday. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit the like button. And yeah. I'll see you guys on my next video. Don't forget I love you all. And I especially love y'all for loving me. Yeah. Bye y'all.